Hello. Um, Today I did a comparison on these two camp stoves. They're both Coleman camp stoves, and they're both two stoves, dual stovetop. So this is the Coleman 413G. It's made in 1967. This particular one was made in March 1967. It burns this Coleman camp fuel. They call it white gas, I think it's called, something like that. Goes in this tank. You pump the tank up with pressure, turn the valve on, light the stoves. This is the Coleman, what do we got here? Perfectflow stove. And it runs on propane. It screws into this and turn these valves on and just ignite them. And so I wanted to know, really I just wanted to know if this lighter one was worth bringing with me. Instead of carrying 3 gallons of water, I would bring this and a few tanks of propane and boil my water when I got to the campsite. This one's too heavy to backpack with, but I just wanted a comparison. This is one I would use with a car. And so I put 3 liters, which is about up to the handle, up to the bottom of the handle. And 6 liters a day is what I would usually go through. So 5 to 6 liters a day. So 2 of those a day I would want to boil. And so today I boiled one of them on this stove first. It took exactly 15 minutes. It didn't take much gas at all. From what I can tell, I didn't put much gas in there, and it's still got a lot of gas in there. So it seems to be a very efficient way of boiling water. I was impressed. This one took 25 minutes to boil the same amount of water, and it almost seemed like it didn't almost reach it. It did boil it, but it wasn't a rolling boil like this one. It burned quite a bit of propane, probably half a tank. So I don't know how efficient that is. I'm going to have to boil the same amount of water over a fire, which I'm going to do next month when I go camping with my son, and we'll get a good feel of how long a fire takes. Overall, it takes about half an hour to 45 minutes to cool down. Now it's 70 degrees today, so the colder it is, the quicker it'll cool down. I would still say it's an hour for this stove, an hour to boil 3 liters and cool it down enough to bottle. It would still be warm. You wouldn't want to drink it at that point, but it would take an hour basically to boil the water and let it cool down and have it bottled up, put your stove away. It took a lot longer, I can tell you, for this stove to cool down than that stove. This stove took a good 15 minutes to cool down. You couldn't just up and put everything away on this stove. This stove cooled down immediately. Within a minute, I could close it up and put it away. So, you got to consider that, because this is heavy steel here, and this is really thin steel. So I actually like both stoves. This one seems like it burns too much to be using it for purifying water. I still have a platypus water purifier. After the water cools down, I would pour it through before I bottled it. So it would still go through another level of purification, just because I'm a pussy. I just don't want to get no fucking diseases. So anyway, the point is, either one works good. This one seems to be less efficient. That one I'm really impressed with for being as old as it is. It doesn't use as much gas as I thought it would use. And both stoves will blaze. This one, when you get both stoves on, it draws so much that you can only get them up to, I don't think you could boil 2 pots on this one. I know you could on this. It might take 25 minutes, half an hour. But you could boil 2 pots on this one. That one, I don't think it would reach boiling point. So that's my summary on the Coleman G 413G against the Coleman Perfectflow. The white gas against the propane. I guess it's called Coleman Camp Fuel against, I got benzomatic propane.